There's something odd about those guards.
Captain of the Guard, you are hereby ordered to send a band of your most loyal men to secure the Qasim outpost. Control of the city hangs by a thread. The commoners are becoming restless, and it is imperative that we subdue them. Remain vigilant, for there may already be an outsider within our borders looking to stir up trouble.
You must open the gate. I need to go to Alcarnas.
You must be mad. But if you're intent on rushing headlong to your death, talk to Captain David down in the command post. He's got the gate key.
Here you are, delivered unto me as a sacrifice, a gift from Lord Belial.
There is a sacrifice here, but it is not I. Your master sent you to this place as bait to take me from Chaldeum.
No! He would never betray me! Strike her down!
Your master is the Lord of Lies. You matter not to him.
These serpentine demons are Belial's favored servants, and he has granted them some of his skill in cunning and illusion. Deceivers will cloak themselves in the familiar forms of their enemies' companions and friends, waiting to strike when the moment is opportune. It is only then that their true forms are revealed.
Not a moment too soon. They plan to sacrifice us to Belial. Iron Wolves, take back the town!
Overflow with blessings. Has Maghda reached Alcarnas?
Yes, we've heard rumors of a horrible slaughter there.
Then you must open this gate. I must save who I can.
There is the stink of hellfire about this place.
I can hear the spirit's anguish. Alcarnas cannot be far. strike is true. Ah, you are one who knows spirits. What brings you here to this desert?
Powerful spirits haunt these ruins. I was not strong enough to defeat them, but I was able to trap them. I fear the coven that invades the region will try to use the spirits for their nefarious purposes. But if you dare, you can try to put them to rest. Activate the totems to release the spirits, and be prepared to fight. You hear their angry voices. Still more remain.
One more left. The spirits are at peace now. I should speak with the man.
The voices fade. The spirits in this place are calm. I can begin the work of freeing them. The howling of the spirits lessens. You have put them to rest. Wait. Listen. They're coming! We have denied the Coven, but I fear they will find other, darker powers to exploit. Thank you, and go with the blessings of Rathma. 2 decades ago, my mentor faced the forces of evil and emerged victorious. I cannot hope to surpass his achievements, but I will try to bring balance to the raging forces that threaten to tear the world asunder in these days. The spirits are restless near Chaldeum. I must quiet them.
Valrus manuscript lists Asmodan as the best battlefield commander of all demons, having defeated the angels many times in the eternal conflict across Pandemonium and the prime evils in the demonic civil war. If the Lord of Sin ever assaults our realm, we truly have much to fear.
There will be no respite between here and Alcarnus. The sands are thick with demons.
Let us bring calm to this place.
I owe you everything.
Prepare for a long fight!
Leave your tent.
The gods have answered my prayers.
Run, and do not look back.
Not ready yet.
Another sunset, and Alcarnus is still safe from the sudden madness that plagues Calvium. Though we are seeing an influx of hooded pilgrims for some Zakarum holy day, the demons out there are keeping their distance. I will double the guard at the gate. We must not be unprepared if our luck turns.
I will send your spirit to the unformed land. There your victims eagerly await your arrival.
It matters not. While you hunted me, Belial's Imperial Guard captured your little witch Leah. Soon, her power shall be his.
Coven will trouble these lands no more.
Another triumph for righteousness.
When I joined the Coven, it was weak and idle. The leaders were content to do nothing, while the prime evils were imprisoned. I convinced another witch to help me poison them, and together we took control. She left some years later. But I continued, bringing the Coven to glory under Lord Belial.
I am returning to town. As the life drained from Maghda's broken form, she swore that her master, the demon lord Belial, would rule our world. I will not let this come to pass.
Hey lady, I got some new things. You should take them.
In my time, I have often argued with the spirits. I did not always believe they knew the true path for me.
I do not understand.
No, you do not. When the spirits and I look at you, we agree. We say this is a good man. There is no darkness in him. There never was. Confront what you call your sins, and I say you will find nothing there. Test your faith and prove me wrong.
I cannot lie. That has occurred to me. But if it were true, it would ruin everything I fight for. Everything. I have considered what we discussed, and you are correct. I know little about my past, beyond what my order has told me. But what does it matter? Look what they have done for me. They've turned me into a living weapon, a light against darkness.
I am not sure that the darkness you speak of is not in the order you serve. You must be able to remember your past to know the truth.
I wouldn't know how to begin. How do I seek memories that have been taken from me?
Ground or Tatso root would uncover every memory in your head, or make you blind. It is a dangerous route.
You may be right. I will find a way to take back my memories and exonerate my order.
Why did you not follow your brother into the guards?
We're not much alike, really. He was always dependable and practical. A complete bore, I'd say.
And you were drawn to trouble?
Hardly. I was just amusing myself with the Thieves' Guild. It was nothing serious.
Until you became a criminal.
That may have been serious.
Is everything as the prophet said?
Well, I did not expect you to keep company with a seraph.
You mean Tyrael?
I knew what he was the instant I beheld him, but being in his presence makes me quite nervous.
Why? He is here to aid us.
We do not deserve it. Tyrael sacrificed all he knew to aid us. I hope it is worthwhile.
Is this where you met your wife?
It's actually quite a tale. We met in a town not far from here on the outskirts of Curast. She was, well, you're not going to believe it. She was locked in a cage.
She was a breaker of laws?
No. They were going to burn her as a witch.
Your wife was a witch?
Let's talk about this another time.
Oh, the Jewel of the East! Chaldeum is really quite amazing. I have never seen anything quite like it. And I have seen so many things in my life.
Chaldeum is not actually a jewel. It is just a name.
That explains quite a bit, actually.
come here. Got some new stuff. Okay.
Before she breathed her last, Maghda said that the Imperial Guard had captured Leah. The Guard's human form is a veil. They are serpent demons who worship and serve Belial.
Then they must be holding the Emperor against his will. I tremble to think what Belial might do with Leah and her growing power. The only chance we have to rescue Leah is to wrest the Emperor from the grasp of the Imperial Guard.
Ashira of the Iron Wolves can help us to reach the Emperor. I will ask for her aid. Why did your fall raise the dead? You were an angel.
Not just any angel. I was the Archangel of Justice. My fall awoke the vengeful dead who were slain unjustly during Diablo's reign of terror. There was nothing I could do. As my power left my body, I had absolutely no control over it. Caldeum is the greatest city in the world, the seat of the Empire of Kyrgyzstan.
The city is indeed magnificent.
Its libraries overflow with undeciphered tomes of arcane knowledge. Its streets cover labyrinthine tunnels. It is a city of wonder and mystery. I do not know how these refugees persevere. Their situation is dire, and it seems there is little hope for them. Where do they find the strength to carry on?
All lives are filled with suffering, but we persevere so we might see better days.
The human spirit never ceases to amaze me. I feel Belial in the very air. I see his shadow behind haunted eyes, hear his voice whispering lies on the wind. He need not bring an army to this city. It is his already.
My people are shunned many places, but we were always welcomed in Caldeum. Something must be very wrong, that they won't even let their own people into the city now.
The spirits are in agreement. The city is not right.
Well, you don't need visions or your spirit friends to see that Belial is in control of the city. The question is how.
I have never seen anyone like that witch doctor. Is that you?
Captain Ravan, the
Ashira, the Emperor and my friend are in grave danger. I must gain entry into the palace.
I heard what you did at Qasim Outpost in Alcanis. You have my thanks, and you shall have my help. Captain Ravan, this woman has vital information regarding the massacre in the borderlands. We must see the Emperor at once.
Very well, but I don't think you'll find him receptive. Let them pass!
You can't treat me like this, like some commoner.
Let's go. I'll lead you to the palace.
You are bold to have sought this audience with me. My guards tell me you were responsible for the massacre of innocent villagers in Alcanis.
No, that is not truth. Alcarnus fell by the hand of Maghda, servant of Belial.
If you are innocent, why do you have spies skulking through my sewers? Bring her in!
Let me go!
I detest violence. Gods, I leave this matter in your hands.
We must go now, before more guards arrive.
Get out of here. I will cover your escape.
Thank you. Now we need to get to the sewers. I'll explain why when we get there. From here. This leads to the sewers. I found my mother, Adria. She's alive. The Imperial Guard is holding her somewhere down here.
Do not worry. We will find your mother and we will free her.
The Accursed were created when a necrotic plague spread through Kyrgyzstan centuries ago.
So Maghda was telling the truth. Somehow I knew my mother was alive. I always knew it.
You did not know your mother. Be wary, Leah. Things are not as they seem at times.
There, a worthy foe.
The deserts of Kyrgyzstan are majestic, expansive, and full of stinging swarms of insects. They may seem a minor nuisance, but these vermin carry numerous strains of pestilence. One of them was trapped in my boot once, and my foot swelled up to the size of a melon before the infection cleared. What horrible creatures! The electric eels are insidious pests that have taken root in the oases surrounding Caldeum. Known for their stinging strikes, these creatures are particularly dangerous when they attack in large numbers. It is said that raw eel has become a delicacy among Caldeum's elite, but I assure you these rumors are baseless.
Adria should be up here.
My exemplary servants. Keep the witch alive until she talks. Pain will loose her tongue, but only to a point. Remember what happened with the vizier's assistant. It was a pleasurable time, I admit. But the man had only incoherent babble and bloody strands of pus spilling from his lips by the end.
I've never seen so much slime.
Tell us about the Black Soul Stone! We know of the three that the Horadrim used to trap the primeval. What is the purpose of this one?
Your master Belial has good reason to fear it.
Leave her alone!
Seize them!
Leah, my daughter.
You know who I am?
My darling, I've watched over you all your life, but I never dared get close because of the danger that always shadows me.
We are still in danger. Let us go from this place.
I have thought of a way to retrieve my lost memories, but it is dangerous. I must ask you to promise me something. Should I lapse into my old sins, whatever they may be, you must kill me, as I killed John Dar.
I still say I see no darkness in you. But tell me your plan.
I found a journal on Jondar's corpse, written in an ancient Templar cipher. I can translate it, but it will take some time. Perhaps studying his treachery will give me a clue into my past.
Fear haunts your words. Why?
Jondar was once a man of faith, devoted to the Templar Order. What if he discovered something that made him betray himself? Matters not, for I must do this anyway.
What happened to your brother?
Nothing you'd want to hear.
I would not ask if I didn't.
And then what? I suppose you'll make it all right. You'll fix it up just like another one of your little errands. Some things aren't that easy.
And some things are made harder than they should be.
God. And you're so noble about it, too. Spare me.
Sometimes I feel something different in you.
It is merely the consequence of seeing that which is not readily visible. I have accepted it.
We are both unusual to most, I think. I enjoy traveling with you for this reason.
Then you have my thanks. Although, perhaps you are right. I feel as though part of me still sleeps in the faraway realm.
Maybe you need more time.
That would be nice. But the feeling I have indicates that it is more unpleasant and complicated than that.
Those you've chosen to fight alongside you are an interesting bunch. Children after my own heart, flawed in such interesting ways. Irena is quite vivacious for one with such a burden, don't you think? I know you agree with me, Cormac. You'd best keep your vows in mind. Or maybe you shouldn't. And that Lyndon, he makes me laugh. He can warm my bed any night. Reminds me of my second husband, he does.
Hey lady, I got some new things. You should take a look.
I heard that you were there 20 years ago when Mount Ariat was destroyed.
Baal, the Lord of Destruction, sought to enslave mankind to the power of hell by corrupting the sacred World Stone. Unthinkable though it was, I was forced to destroy it.
And much of the North with it.
Understand, friend, that entire worlds burned as heaven and hell fought over the World Stone. Ariat's destruction was regrettable. And, believe me, I paid a high cost as well.
What did you do after the World Stone was destroyed?
The resultant explosion dispersed the light and harmony of my angelic being. Without form or shape, I restored myself within the realm of pandemonium. It took me 20 of your years, but finally, I returned home to the high heavens.
You returned as a hero?
Hardly. Believing my actions had endangered creation, the Angiras Council put me, the Archangel of Justice, on trial. I knew then that heaven was doomed, unless I could enlist the aid of mankind against the coming onslaught of hell.
I'm surprised Cain never told you why I left. He knew I was called to fight the Lords of Hell, and I knew he would keep you safe.
He's gone now.
Then it's fate that we have been reunited. Cain's work, your work, is my war.
According to the Herodric texts, only two evils remain. Belial is here in Chaldeum, and Azmodan has yet to reveal himself.
Was it difficult to abandon Leah?
What? No, I never saw it that way. She grew up in safety, while I risked my life to find the key to our salvation. It was the sacrifice that I had to make. In any case, Leah will meet her full potential under my guidance. Do you not have things to do?
How well did you know Cain?
For a time, during the darkening of Tristram, we spent many nights in the Tavern of the Rising Sun, discussing his Herodric texts and the varied arcana I'd collected during my travels.
Had you seen him since then?
Only from afar. From time to time our paths would cross, and I would catch glimpses of Leah as she grew. It broke my heart that I could not reveal myself and raise her as my own.
How did the Imperial Guard find you?
I was trying to steal out of the city. I'd returned to gather some things before setting out to recover Zoltan Kuhl's head, and the guards found me.
This Adria, I sense dark things about her. She is not averse to using whatever means necessary to destroy Asmodan and Belial. She will use the Black Soulstone, no matter what the cost.
Sometimes we pay a large price for what must be done.
Some costs may prove too high, even for you. I worry about Leah. How is she?
Why do you ask?
Oh, no reason. She just needs someone looking out for her. This Zoltan Kuhl sounds like an untrustworthy fellow. You don't have your head separated from your body for no good reason.
He is needed. He holds the Soul Stone.
Well, if you must. But I don't trust any of those ancient sorcerer types. Always up to no good.
Tell me more about your wife.
I broke her out in the middle of the night and we escaped. They didn't chase us far. I guess they were glad to see her go.
Not many care for witches.
She wasn't a witch. She was a mystic. Though we didn't find that out for a time. Not until we started traveling with the Vetchin wagon train. But that's a story for another time.
I think I might have met Zoltan Kuhl once. He seemed like a perfectly reasonable sort, for a mage, that is.
Are mages so different?
Oh, yes. Well, you know how they can be. With the waving hands and the mumbling all the time. They can be a little strange.
The guards were asking you about this Black Soulstone. I remember reading about it in Uncle's journal, but it didn't seem important.
No, but it is. It is the key to defeating evil forever. It was created by the mage Zoltan Kuhl to trap demonic souls.
Yes! He was a renegade Herodrim, dismembered by his brethren before he could activate the Soulstone. His head was sealed away in the Dulgar Oasis.
We must retrieve it, because if we're to use the Soulstone to defeat Belial and Asmodan, Zoltan Kuhl must live again.
I do not like this. We can defeat Belial without using...
We rescued Leah's mother, the witch Adria. She spoke of a black soulstone, an artifact that could be used to banish all evil from this world. I will find it and bring it back to her.
"300 years ago, I selected Kuhl and 6 others to form the Herodrim. He was a great man who was driven mad by his long quest to hunt evil.
Tell me, why did the Herodrim have to kill Zoltan Kuhl?
He delved into powers not meant for man, trying to fashion an artifact that could fill his empty heart with the souls of angels and demons. The Herodrim had no choice but to slay him. The Order never recovered.
I don't like dealing with Kuhl any better than you do, but I see no other way. If Adria says we must, Then we must. Uncle Deckard trusted her, and so will I.
Murderer, torturer, monster. These were the titles bestowed upon Zoltan Kuhl by the Horadrim. Though it cost them dearly, they killed the wizard for his crimes against nature and sealed his broken corpse within a shadow realm. It seems they were afraid he might return. Zoltan Kuhl, a legend. There is no doubt in my mind he is as powerful as the stories say. But for every bit of his genius, he was surely mad. He was obsessed with immortality and power.
A madman. We would do better to leave him asleep in the desert than to call on him for aid.
You have a better idea.
I do not. It is merely a warning.
Tyrael said not to trust Zoltan Kuhl. What do you think?
It will be dangerous, but you have faced great peril before. If Belial and Azmodan invade, you will have much more to worry about than a dismembered wizard.
I have translated a strange passage from Jondar's journal. Long before he began serving Maghda, he found a set of what he called key words hidden in a dusty librum. He writes that when he read these words, memories from his past returned to torment him. It was at that point that he began to mistrust the Order, though he did not say why. I am prepared to look upon these words and risk my soul. But I want you to understand something. I know I may die at any time. When I do, it must be without a single doubt that I am serving the light.
You test your faith. There is no shame in that.
Thank you, my friend. But please, remember your promise.
After all this time, my mother is alive. I couldn't be happier, and yet it's still hard to accept that she never sent word to me or Uncle Deckard. She said that she wanted to keep me safe, but I just wish I'd known. Well, at least I have her now.